I'm going to show you how to install a RA-Tech or RA-Tech NPAS in your gas-blowback pistol. If you want to see a quicker, consolidated version, click over here. If you want to skip after the field stripping, click over here. It's this little device that will regulate how much gas goes into your barrel. The more gas you take away from the barrel, the more blowback you'll have on your gun. Alright, now let's field strip. First, make sure that there's no magazine in the gun and your chamber is clear. Now, I'm going to flip the gun over, put my pointer finger on this button right here, and then twist this little lever, and then the slide will come straight off. Don't need the lower part, we just need this part. Now we're going to take this apart. Now I'm going to pull back this piece and twist it to get that little hook off, and then put that somewhere safe where you're not going to lose it. And next to outer barrel and inner barrel, you push it in, and then you pull it out while kind of tilting it towards you, and that comes out. Next, you got to get this screw right here. Make sure, just take your Phillips and get to work. Put that somewhere safe. Now we got to pry it out. It's kind of a pain to do. Don't try and get the springs out yet, because if you do, you could unravel them or whatever you want to call it. You just can mess up the springs if you do that. So now you just got to pry it out. So you know what I did here? Like dense actual piece. Yeah, I did. Oh. See, the springs just come out, and they're both perfectly fine. Okay, now we got this piece out. We can get to this, which is what we need. So now there should be, on this side, this is where the gas goes in, and on this side we have a little screw. Take your very, very small Phillips, stick it in there, and get to work. Oh, that's nice. Everything just popped out for me. Sometimes it'll be just stuck in there because of being stuck, and you just push this in here really gently and it should pop out just like that. So now we have these two pieces. You don't need this anymore right now because that's somewhere safe. Alright, so save the spring and save this piece. We're going to need them. And these two pieces look pretty familiar to each other, right? So this is our new one and this is our old one. Now this one is the new RA-Tech NPAS, which can be adjusted with their Allen key that they give you. It actually has a little hole in it. I'm not sure if you can see that. It has a little hole in the Allen key, which goes into the little hole in here. See that? Alright. Now we can, let's just get up here and get some focus. Now we can adjust this with your Allen key that comes with it. If you push this in here and loosen it, oops, wrong direction. By loosen it, I mean have this piece go that way. Then it'll block gas flow from getting to the barrel and decrease your FPS and increase your blowback. If you want it to go closer to stock, just screw it in all the way. And then you should get close to stock performance, but a little bit less, as far as I know. Alright, now you take the spring, you stick it on this end right here, same thing as the other one. So you need your old big piece here, your NPAS, plus the spring on it, and this piece right here, and you stick this in the spring first. So you need to line up this screw hole with this screw hole right here, and you need to turn this around. And then just stick it in there. Make sure it's aligned. Alright, so mine is aligned here to the screw hole here. What I like to do is stick my pinky in to push it in, and then grab the rest of it with these two fingers, and then make sure I can see the screw hole, which I can. It's really hard to see, but if you have a light and you're actually looking at it, then it should be pretty easy. Then you take your screw, which I lost. Here it is. Don't stick it in upside down. Get the dog hair off of it. If you have a magnetic screwdriver, I suggest you get that, because this is a real pain to do without one. And if you have a magnet, then you can strike the magnet like this on the screwdriver, and it'll make the screwdriver magnetic if it is metal. And I don't have a magnet or a magnetic screwdriver, so I can't do that myself. so I'm just going to be fiddling with this for a while. Don't over tighten this because you can actually strip your plastic. You're not screwing into metal or with a bolt or anything. This is just a metal screw in in not very strong plastic. I don't think I aligned it correctly, so I need to try again. Not a problem. Just align it. If you feel any resistance or like that happened there, which is a bit of crackling, unscrew it and try again. You don't want to strip anything, because then you're just going to have to buy a whole new pieces and it'll just be a pain there. See, that goes in super easy. I'm not sure you can see that. It went in very easily. And it's just a tiny bit more, so it's a little bit more than flush. And just stick my pinky in there, nice and tight. Doesn't move around or anything. Now we get the slide, and we go back to this piece here. We stick it in so the port that allows you to have gas go in goes right over here, like that. And now once we have the metal plate on, you'll see in a second, it's going to be a pain to get this Allen key in here and adjust it, because you have to go like this, and then you're not really sure if it's working or not, and it's just a big pain. But so, like I said, try and adjust as much as you can before you put it in the gun, and then you'll have a much better time. So that's basically everything. If you don't want to watch me put together my gun, thanks for watching, and have a nice day. If not, if you're staying, then thank you for staying, because I need company. I'm going to try and get this pain in the ass in, so I'm going to just slide it, try and get it over the screw. There we go. And if I just pry it in, it should snap into place. There we go, snapped into place. Get the old screw for this. Alright, next let's get these springs in here. Your recoil springs, I guess. Stick them in nice and gentle. Now when you're adjusting these to get them in with your screwdriver or whatever else you want to do, you gotta be really gentle. You really don't want to mess up these springs. So you're gonna have to order new ones or fix them yourself, and that's just a pain in the ass. And there we go. Now be very careful. Careful than I am, because I'm not very careful. Come on. There we go. Alright, now that that's in, we can put in the barrel and outer barrel. Just stick it in there, slide it in, and then slide this hole here over your thingy thing. I don't know what it's called. Get your, I guess, spring guide and spring. Slide it in. You might have a bit of trouble with that. And then slide your little anchor right there underneath like that. Take your spring guide and spring and slide it in. Try and get it as straight as possible in there like that. And then spin your this little anchor here underneath the metal piece here and inside this metal piece here. And then that's it. Alright, you have your upper receiver and your lower receiver. Is that a technical term? Whatever. We have your upper receiver, lower receiver. Stick your slide on, push it in, and there you go. Alright, I just test fired it. It worked great. I don't have a chronograph, so I can't tell you if it's faster or slower or anything about that. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I hope it works for you, and I hope it makes the process easier for you. Have a nice day.